And I just really fast wanted to show you this quick video. I was trying to do it yesterday, but my computer was giving me problems, so I just wanted to show it really fast how I would use the Somerset on this image. When I shot these images, I purposely got the sun flare. The sun was coming right down behind these trees, and I wanted to have the sun flare because I knew that I wanted to accentuate that sun flare in post-production. I try not to get too much into the camera because then it gets really hazy. I have a couple of those images, but for my personal style, I love still having the crisp, like contrast, but having the warm light in it. So I knew that I was going to use these sun flares in the Somerset. So first I'll just do a quick edit, and I'll just come over and click Simply Summer with no exposure because my exposure I feel like is pretty spot on. And how I did this with the backlight, they were just standing on cement, and so the sun was coming right onto the cement and bouncing it right back into their face. So it worked as a great natural reflector. And so, okay, so Simple Summer with no exposure. It's a little orange and red, but I can fix that. I just need to adjust the actual temperature of the image. I'll lower it really far so I can actually see where I'm going. And I think right about here is actually pretty perfect. Okay. And then I'll come on down here to the sun flares, and you want to make sure that you choose the proper side because obviously the sun's coming in from the left side of this photo, so I don't want to choose sun flare right side or vertical right. And if you choose, just make sure that you follow the direction of the light because then it looks natural. So I'll go ahead and do sun flare vertical left. And oh my gosh, I just love the way that looks. Oh, that's exactly, when I pictured it in my mind, that was exactly what I saw in my mind. So when you do the sun flares, you come over to this little tool right here. It's a circle, it's next to the brush tool, and you'll see where it puts these flares. And so when you click it, you can move the tool if you click this little button. And this one right here, the invert is selected, and so it's actually raising the exposure on them. And so you have total control over, the intensity of that. So I think right about there is good. And then I'll click this one. And this one's actually lowering the exposure around them because it's not inverted. And so again, you don't want to move this way because it's not in the direction of the light. And so I'll move it in the direction I'm looking is coming from this corner down to this corner. So I'll just rotate this a little bit, and then you can lower it even more if you want to make it a little bit more dramatic. And I like that. And then you can click this one, and again, this one is it's adding the color that you see there, and you can also lower the saturation of that color if it's too strong for you. Probably right there is good. And then you can also move this so it's not on their face, or you can move it down even more. But I think right about here is perfect for me. And then this one, again, it's just it's just stacked to make it look more natural. And then you just click done. And that is a pretty perfect image that just took a couple seconds to edit. And so when I shoot like this, I'm planning on using these sun flares. And I love them, especially because it looks natural. You just got to be careful when you put them in pictures where there's not any natural sun flare because it might not look natural. So I have this one right here, this image, and the sun's coming from over here. So I could do sun flare vertical, horizontal right, for some reason is the one that's wanting to work here. And see, because she's already got natural hair light, this actually looks like she's just got sun like kissing her now. Other than her husband. But I love the way that looks. And again, you can edit this just by clicking these pins, and I can lower the exposure on that one, and so on. And so, in the same with this one, again, this one's a little bit more hazy, but again, the sun flare right here. And since I was on this tool on a previous photo and hadn't changed, it automatically brings up the tool, which is fast if you're editing multiple images and you want to add these sun flares to multiple images. So I can go ahead and just move this and lower the exposure because really their exposure was quite perfect. And then I may even make that just a little bit more dramatic right there. And again, this one is really onto his face, and so I may just and you can change the shape of it however you want. Just like this, I think is perfect. And so really, there's so many options with these sun flares. I love these sun flares. So if you have any questions, just let me know. But look at that. I mean, it's just so pretty. Oh my gosh, I just want to like hang that in my house. But if you have any questions, let me know. Thanks.